Okay, here is the current winter sowing situation, buried in snow. Hey friends, we are in the basement grow room. This here is my friend Louie. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Louie is my nephew, and he likes to come over and help me garden. We dug potatoes one year, didn't we? What else did we dig? He came and helped me dig carrots. He helped me harvest some peppers. He's a good helper. He's making books today. I am in the basement, and I just went out and looked at all of those winter sow containers, and I'm getting ready to start some more. So this will be my last couple. I'm just going to sow a couple more. This really has not been a huge year for winter sowing for me, but I want to get a couple more in the ground while we can. Okay, here are the containers I've got today. I've got 3 2-liter bottles. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have to be a little bit more sneaky when it comes to saving containers from my husband's view next year. I am sneaky, Louis. I have a milk jug, and I have one that the dogs dragged out. So I've got 2 milk jugs, 3 2-liter bottles, and here are the seeds that I'm going to do for my last ones. So the dogs tore this guy apart, and I had lavender in there. So I am going to do another thing of lavender. Now, I'm a little worried that it might not be cold enough for this to stratify very well, and it might not come up really well. I don't know if it needs that stratification or not, but we'll find out. So this is Vera Lavender, my gardener. I am going to do a thing of red romaine lettuce. I'm going to do another round of bouquet dill. If you remember, I did start bouquet dill inside. In fact, it's right over here next to me. But it doesn't do very good inside, so I'm going to go ahead and winter sow some of it. And then I'll also do a 3rd round of it direct sown, so I have enough dill to use with my pickling. I am going to do this Salvia Rose Rhapsody out in a winter sow container as well. This is a perennial, so it should winter sow fairly well. I did this in the house, and I only got 1 little container to germinate, so I'm going to try and see if I can get some more to start outside. And then the last one I'm going to do is this Echinacea Paradiso Super Duper, and I think that I have a container outside with this already in it, but I really want it to grow, and I've tried for 2 years to get it to grow, and I can't, so I'm just going to hedge my bets, and there's a couple of seeds left, and I'm going to put them inside one too. So I'm going to cut these babies open, add some soil, and then we'll get them planted. Don't forget to put drainage holes in the bottom. I totally just did. So I had to put a knife through the dirt. That was messy. Louie, do you want to help plant the seeds?
I'm going to go upstairs.
Okay.
I just had to fix my book.
All right. Bye, Lou. Okay, I have added labels to the insides because you can't forget labels. I'm now watering them. And you want to make sure you water these before they freeze so they're not thawing into a bunch of dry. Ooh, there you go, baby. This might be a little bit too much water. But I have drainage holes because I remembered to do those, even though it was late. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is going to be that Vera Lavender. And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the Vera Lavender is the one that is taller. What does it say? Vera Lavender. This is one of the most common varieties in soap making, tea making, baking, yes. And it doesn't tell me if this one's tall or not. Oh, flowers form on stalks 5 to 7 inches long. All right. So we are just going to... Hi, Louis. Louis is back. These seeds are very tiny. They're shiny too, you can see. I am just gonna pretty much, because they're so small, I'm just gonna surface sow them. And I am gonna do this whole pack here. Go on, baby. Because I'd love a lot of lavender.
Do you have any tape?
I do have tape. I'll get it for you in just a second, okay? Here we go. So there's lavender. Hopefully the dogs leave that one alone this time. Everyone wants to say a quick prayer that my animals will stop killing my seedlings. That'd be awesome. I did go in my room this morning and there was dirt in the floor. One of the dogs took one of my seedling pops and knocked it right out and played catch with it all over the floor. Not great. Here's some dill seeds. I will also be liberally sowing dill in this other milk jug because I don't think you can ever have too much dill. Also, last year I had enough dill to go ahead and preserve with, but I didn't have enough to dry for dried dill for myself for the whole winter. So I am looking to get a little bit more dill grown this year than I did last year. Okay. All right, so those seeds are pretty much covered up. I'm not gonna get super worked up about this. I just threw like 100 seeds in there. Closing her up. This one is going to be red romaine. And I'm just starting a lettuce because I want to start a heading lettuce and see how it turns out with winter sowing. I will do most of my lettuce as cut and come again lettuce. So leaf lettuces, or even these romaine lettuces as seed, but I'll sow them very close together and then I will cut them off and get more. Whoop, that's probably enough. There you go.
Mom.
These guys are going in here. And for me, winter sowing is more about curiosity than necessity at this point. I want to see what works. I want to see what doesn't. I want to see what I could easily throw outside and forget about all winter and not have to make space in my basement for.
Can you help me? Do you have scissors?
I do have scissors, and I will help you as soon as I finish these 5 buckets. Okay, buddy? We have to plant 2 more things. Do you want to plant some?
Wait.
Salvia.
Wait. Oh.
Let's check these seeds out.
That one's soft.
Now, I don't have many of these seeds. I don't want to do all of them, just in case I want to baby a couple. I'm going to do about 8 of them. They're really small, too. Those are going to go into here, into a 2-liter bottle. And again, they're small. I'm just going to make sure that they have contact with that damp soil. I'm not going to cover them up.
You
Soil. And then the echinacea that is kind of refusing to work for me. And I'm going to sow all the last of them. That's a little bit bigger of a seed. So sick of these echinacea not working. All right. And these, because they are a little bit bigger seed, I am going to poke underneath the soil. Ta-da-da-da. All right.
Hi.
Beautiful. Okay, these 5 containers are going to go outside and they are going to join a little echinacea top. All the ones underneath the snow. And we'll probably get another good 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 snows before we're done. But temps are starting to level off a little bit. Very few nights are going to be into the teens. So we're getting close, people. So close. This is what I think that I have winter sown out there. Now it's all covered in snow. And I found that I didn't take as great a notes as I should have about what I put in these containers. Note to self for next year, do better. But I know I've got a bunch of different varieties of poppies out there. I have at least 1, if not 2 kinds of lavender. I have that super duper echinacea, chamomile. I've got some marigolds and kale, snapdragons, cabbage, at least 1, maybe 2 kinds of head lettuce, some milkweed, bouquet dill, and I have 1 or 2 different types of salvia. So these are all outside. We'll have to check in with them in probably maybe about a month or so. We'll start seeing some kind of activity in those. But for now, I think we're going to call her good on winter soak containers. Okay, I'm going to take those winter soak containers out before I forget and they germinate in my house like I'm prone to doing. But you guys have a great day and I will see you tomorrow.